Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Bart Winkler. Welcome into the Winklerverse. This is a Brewers Cubs series, post-series live stream. Thanks to our friends Happy Place Hemp, Carl's Place, Dan Shaney Insurance, and whoever else wants to maybe give me $25 a week in the football season so I can grease up Horvat's pockets to do some picks. The Brewers and Cubs. Interesting series. The Brewers won the first game, of which there was supposed to be a doubleheader. Now, if there was a doubleheader, would this have gone differently? Maybe. Maybe it would have, but there wasn't. And then I think a lot of people are pointing to the lack of a doubleheader, saying the momentum ran out. This is a team that has been playing a lot, has been playing very well, 14 games in a row with some improbable comebacks along the way. And then they did it against the Reds on Saturday to come back. And then they did it against the Reds on Sunday, but then the Reds came back in extra innings. And then you win Monday, and then you don't play at night. And I don't know if fatigue set in or what. Credit the Cubs. They got a lot of timely hits in this series. They win the series 3 out of the 5 games, but the Brewers win on Monday and then on Thursday. Look, this was not a must-win game, but thank God we won. This was not a must-win game. That's foolish to say. Okay, had they lost, the division lead would be down to 5. It's 7. I just didn't want to go through that. I've had a really hard time this series. Some of these games have felt like October. We're the hunted. The Brewers are the hunted at this point. So they're at Wrigley Field and a lot of Brewers fans went down there, and I heard the Let's Go Brewers chants, and that's great. But you also in Wrigley Field, and you're in enemy territory, and that crowd is looking at this series and looked at this series like this is our best chance to make up games because we're playing the team we're chasing, and they don't play again now. So this is their best chance, a 5-game series. A lot could have happened. It's pretty much split down the middle. They do gain a game in the series, and the Brewers' schedule's tough coming up. So you never know. The Padres erased a big lead on the Dodgers. They, I think, are down 1 game right now in the NL West. The Blue Jays, they went on a big run to take the AL East crown right now, although the Yankees playing better. But the division's not wrapped up yet. The division is not wrapped up at this point, and so winning this game is a lot better than losing this game is the most incredible breakdown that I'm ever going to give you. Talk more about that. The thing I want to say the most, I don't know how much of your attention I'll have today, but I want to make sure that this is like, I need to get this out there, and I need you guys to help me with this. What is the big deal about sweeping a doubleheader that Cubs fans were acting like something different happened? What was that? What was that? They sweep the doubleheader. As I'm looking on the Dan Shaney YouTube, I think I need to color in my eyebrows because with the darkness of my beard, it looks like I don't have any. Oh my God. I need to color in my eyebrows. I'm going to talk to my wife about that. Jeez, it looks like I don't have any. It looks like if I back up enough, it looks like I shaved them. Wow. Somebody tell me that. I do have a skin tag at the top one eye. It's getting smaller. I don't know how. That's pretty good. What is the big deal about sweeping a doubleheader? You got to raise the W flag twice. I retweeted one account that they're like, normally, first thing Cubs staff does is take down the flag when they get there at 9 a.m. But they left. They left the 2 W's up. And the Brewers had to see that the next day. Now they ended up losing that next game, so maybe it worked. But I got, people commenting on different social media, sweep, swept them. It's a 5-game series. They won 3 of the games. You won the series. No, I'm not going to argue math. You won the series. That's pretty good. You won the series. And you won the 2 games that were played on Tuesday. So, yeah, you swept the day. But I don't understand how that is like the best thing that I saw a Cubs fan do to me was like they've got 2016 and we have nothing. Brewers fans have nothing. We are going to celebrate this team like they're 1982. This is our 1982. Yeah, I mean, it's clear that it is. This is our 1982. They're not going to win the World Series. But maybe. But this is our summer of entertainment and passion. We're going to be like, oh, remember that one game, Andrew Monasterio? Remember that remember we got free burgers? Remember Isaac Collins had a kid and then had a big hit? Remember? I remember. This is our 1982. And the whole reason this fan base has a 1982 is because that's the best we've ever done. They blew a 3-2 lead in the World Series, #people forget, by the way, to the Cardinals. So not only do you lose the World Series, but you're eventually going to be division rivals with that team. That's not fair. And so we don't have anything more than that. The Cubs have a World Series in 2016. I thought they'd get more. I thought that unit would get more, but they didn't keep them together. And they only got the one. But some Cubs fan goes to me, 3 rings, bitch. 3 rings. 3 rings. 3 rings. 1906, 1907, 3 rings. You're claiming those? You won't let Packers fans claim 13 world championships. Ask any fan. I got in a fight at Jerry World about this once. A Cowboys fan's like, we have 5 Super Bowls. I'm like, okay, Packers have 13 world championships. Doesn't count. All right. It was actually more violent than that. I was ready to throw hands. 3 rings. Come on. And they have that over us, You don't need to say, "Oh, we won the season series." You have the World Series over us. You don't need to macro it down. You don't need to macro it down or micro it down. You've already got the thing. You're the Chicago Cubs. You don't need to be saying we swept a doubleheader and rubbing it in our face. This rivalry sucks. I hate it. I don't enjoy these games. This felt like death by 1,000 paper cuts Thursday because they kept getting their first runner on. Thankfully, the Brewers somehow find a way to win that game. Even when Monasterio fell down at second, I was like, oh, geez, that run's going to cost us. But it didn't. We eventually got it in, 4-1. For those of you waiting on the score. I'm not going to read the box score because I don't have to fill time on a radio show. That's a good radio show fill-in segment. But they won 4-1. They won 4-1. Austin, I don't know if you want to come in, but nothing's connected on your end. Maybe you're just here to view. There's no camera or video. Be nice to see ya. Bruce City 414 says, it's far-fetched saying this is our 1982. That means this Brewers team makes it to the World Series. Would still take a miracle to get there. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, if we get into 1982, I mean, if we get then, but right, I don't know what this is going to be. Is this going to be our 1987? That team didn't make the playoffs, but it was a fun, magical year. They had the burgers. Is it going to be our not 92. That team didn't make the playoffs. This team will. 2011, they made the NLCS. 2018, they made the NLCS. They don't really make the NLDS. They get to the wild card and lose. Maybe it's fresh. Maybe 2025 is fresh. Maybe it's a fresh situation. But this is going to be a team that is remembered fondly no matter where they fall. Ty wants to know, why would it take a miracle? Well, I mean, it wouldn't take a miracle, but the Phillies are good, Dodgers are good, Padres are good. If there's a playoff series with the Cubs, it's going to be hell. It's going to be pure hell. Do not want that in any way, shape, or form. I can't with this series anymore. I got mad the other night. I left to go to work, kicked my leg pillow. I like to sleep with a little pillow in between my knees. I don't like my knees to touch. And I kicked the leg pillow, and my son got all like mad. Now I don't want to tell this story and make you think that I beat up my family, because I don't. But he went into fight or flight mode like I was gonna. And that's something psychological that I need to discuss with him. Also, have I already broken my son because I've been mad about sports a few times? That sucks. That sucks. Perhaps I need to chill out more. Perhaps I need to do so with Happy Place Hemp. Look at this. I found this in the wild. So I get seltzers and gummies, Happy Place Hemp. But I found this in the wild. You've got your elevated hemp solution, College Ave, or College Court, Muskego. Found this in the wild, and I thought of Austin immediately. I thought of you because I paid full price for this in the wild.
Oh,
use the promo code. I actually said to the lady at the register, I said, "Can I use promo code Bart?" And she said, "Well, I totally, definitely recognize you as the host of Into the Winklerverse, and I know all about the 25% off code at happyplacehemp.com. I cannot put that in. That's something you have to do at the website."
Oh, people forget.
Totally new.
Now that one.
I would drink
like
this now, but I got to go
try.
pick up my kid.
Yeah.
And work.
Yeah, that looks like something I got to try. I'm off work for the day, so.
The citrus is the 10 milligrams. A little natty light.
Yeah.
I was gonna get the cherry, but those are 20 milligrams. And when I have these, they work a lot quicker than the gummies.
See, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the gummies.
I'm a fan of Action Jackson. That's why when I do drink alcohol, I just have like 5 shots right away.
There, and you just fucking rip it.
Where's the party? What do you think of the series? I mean, most of it sucked, but Monday was good. And today, they ruined Craig Counsell's double nickel birthday.
Yeah. Most of it sucked. Am I echoing?
No, you're good on my end.
Okay. Yeah, most of it sucked to watch. Today was the one fucking game. There's the swear word. Today was the one game that I couldn't watch, and I watched all the other ones, and I was like, especially on the doubleheader when you lose twice, and then you got to go on Twitter and see that they're hanging a double W flag. Like, way to go! You're 7 games back.
I just don't understand how they always accuse us of being the little brother, but the actions of the fan bases, they act like the little brother.
Yeah, did you see?
But they don't need to. They have a bigger payroll. They took our manager. They won a World Series. And yet, maybe it's because they haven't won a division title in 5 years. I don't know. They really act little brothery.
Yeah, and even did you see the Rizzo clip where he was like, "No, the Cardinals weren't our biggest rival. It was the Brewers because they were the most annoying." It's because we actually give them a hard time and make them compete for a division. They can't just sit and just walk in and be like, "Oh, this is ours." They don't rule the Central. They just don't, and they know it. And they're 7 games back, so they're taking a little win a series, but you're 7 games back. It is August 21st, so you're going to need the Brewers to really start losing, and you're going to need to start winning, which it just doesn't look like the Cubs are going to do. I mean, granted, saying that they can, it's very possible, but I don't know. So you beat the Brewers in a series,
gained a game, gained 1 game.
Yeah, you gained a fucking game. I don't
I
know.
think they go out west now. I think the Cubs have the Angels. Angels and then Giants. We get the Giants and they go play the Giants. Then the Rockies. Then the Braves and the Cubs and the Braves. Yeah, I mean, the next couple of weeks, Cubs have an opportunity to maybe pick up even more, which is why that series was so important because we've got the Giants who've been bad. Willie Adames returns. I totally forgot he existed, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Diamondbacks come next week. I'm going to try to take my kid to one of those. Then we go to Toronto. Phillies come here. Man, on Labor Day. Ooh, that'll be massive. Pirates, Rangers.
Yeah. And then you got your Cardinals, Angels, Padres. Yeah, I mean, we got a tough stretch, but I really don't see, granted, what the Brewers have done since like July 10th. I mean, they don't take a back seat to anybody, and so I don't like everything that we've been saying about the Brewers is still true. Like if you make errors, they'll make you pay for it. They're still gonna. I didn't. So you lost a series to the Cubs. I don't see where anything changes in this team's identity, and like their manager it's still Pat Murphy. It's still the same philosophy. It's the same everything. So you lost the series. I mean, yeah, it would kind of suck to see the Cubs in the playoffs, but even then, I guess then it's kind of like that old thing from the 90s, which I was like 5 years old when the Packers won that Super Bowl, but like everybody wanted to see Dallas. Like I wouldn't mind if we go see the Cubs. I would love to take it to them.
That was the Super Bowl. People were not as people wanted to go Jordan beat the Pistons.
That's what I'm saying right now.
I don't want that. I don't want to play this team.
Fuck that.
I cannot like it felt playoffy. I enjoy and I'm so thankful. You know, every night I'm signing on nationally, even though people pretend like I don't exist. I'm signing on and I'm like, all right, this is a great job to have here on the Infinity Sports Network. But there's games going on. And it felt like a playoff series. And it's really hard for me to have the game on this screen while I'm facing the microphone and being like, yeah, I just don't understand why Anthony Richardson's not starting. Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you're talking preseason. I mean, I was listening.
Although I am really pissed about that.
With the Richardson thing. I was listening to you last night. It was pretty good. The radio stuff. I do wish you had some of those old things from when you were like 10 or 11, whatever. That would be hilarious to listen to, but
yeah, I used to record stuff in my room and then I scrubbed it all when I was 15 because I was trying to be a cool teenager. I did recently come across a 10-minute mega mix of every Scrub-a-Dub song we've ever aired back at WSSP. So I will be publishing that soon. Not just Tim Shea, but me, Toby, Adam Roberts, the whole gambit.
Hell yeah. That was a hell of a stretch. So I want to go back to this. What you don't want to face the Cubs. Is it just because you would prefer not to deal with like
I'll tell you
of that series?
So yeah, because even like the joy, because this is what Pablo. I'd love to crush the Cubs in the playoffs.
Yeah, Pablo, hell yeah.
I think a lot of you would. I think a lot of you would. But whatever joy and dopamine I'm going to get out of that moment will not equate to the stress and agony. I mean, every pitch. I'm living and dying with every pitch in this series.
Mm-hmm.
Like in this, 100%. Like Terang hits that home run. I'm like, okay, little breathing room. But then they keep getting guys on first base today. It was excruciating.
Maybe I'm glad I missed today's game.
Well, I'm glad they won, but also the journey is the reward, okay? And the journey was tough today. And it's a relief that they won.
Yeah, right. So I feel like you've said this before with the Packers. It's like, you're just more relieved than you are excited about it. But I think a lot of people, like, I get what you're saying, 100% get it. But I do think a lot of people are like so pissed at the Cubs that they're like, F them, bring it on in the playoffs. And
I don't want to risk the alternative.
Them.
I don't want to risk Craig Counsell beating us in the playoff series.
Right. Yeah, that would suck. But I mean, it would, I do think that it would be really freaking sweet to do it. But
it would be, but it's not
like
you're betting. You're like, how much can I wager? How much can I lose? You know, and how much you're going to earn from the wager is not enough to cut to like, if you lose, it's not worth it. I don't want to get in that situation. But if we get the 1 seed, let's say they got 80 wins, so already smashing their PECOTA projection and right around where I thought they'd be. They've already got that. So if they get the 1 seed, you're going to play the winner. 2 would play 3. No, 2's off. So 3 would play 6. The third division winner would play the 6 in terms of the wild card. Cubs would be 4-5, and then they would play us. So where the Cubs are positioned, they would play us if they win.
If they win.
Yeah, if they win. And right now I think it's the Padres or Dodgers if they can get back. And then, or a Cubs-Dodgers series to take on the Brewers would suck. And then the Mets are hanging on for dear life because they're like allowing the Reds to come back in.
Yeah, they suck. So, okay, well, again, though, like, yeah, the Dodgers are another great team, but didn't we get the whole series against them too?
Yeah, but we didn't, and that doesn't really matter because we'll be the higher seed.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just like, I'm not afraid of them. Like, doesn't Pat Murphy?
Oh, but I don't know that the Dodgers are. I don't know that they're. I mean, they just lost 2 or 3 to the Rockies. I don't know that they're focused each and every night. They focused against the Padres and swept them when they needed to, and then just piss on their pants in the Rockies.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what's in their head.
I don't know what that is, but like.
Oh, they're winning today. They're beating the Rockies today.
Okay. Well, still, you lost two already to them. But another thing, like the team, I guess this is a year that I was really confident in them in 2018.
Oh yeah.
And 2021 just because of their pitching lineup. But I didn't know that they couldn't swing the goddamn bat. So I was like, okay, so if they give up 2 or 3 runs, that's probably enough to beat them.
So what are some concerns right now, Austin, are Mizorowski. People are like, I think, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then are we peaking too soon? Either way, like if we're continuing this, they're going to have about a week off after the season. So the momentum might come to a natural end anyway. And I'm not worried about that because they had a 11-game win streak. And we're like, oh no, we didn't get burgers. And then they lost. And then they did the 12-game win streak and won 14. So they've shown that they can, pick up the momentum when it seemingly has run into a wall. The problem that you would have is, and maybe like rest would be good because they played 14 in a row, played the Cubs. Clearly, it was a draining schedule on them, and then they lose 3 in a row. Well, if you lose 3 in a row in the NLDS, you've lost the series because it is only a 5-game series, which
that should be 7.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, 100%.
Brewers and Cubs, if they're going to face in the playoffs, you should just look at that and be like, no, that needs to be 7. That's bullshit. It can't be 5. Brewers, Diamondbacks, Brewers, Padres. Oh, fuck it, make it up. Who cares? Brewers, Cubbies, man. We need a 7-game set there. We need ample time for people to go back and forth, and you need to really know that there's a true winner there, not some sort of fluke on either side. So, their lineup is they got to figure out Kyle Tucker. This Owen Casey guy is pissing me off.
The rookie.
Thank God we got him out today, but Yeah, it's pissing me off.
Yeah. The other thing, like, did you see Murph stands in the dugout? He's got that little tattoo that says "No retreat, no surrender."
No.
If you notice that, he's got it on his arm, right? Like right here. And I'm just not fearful that this team is gonna, if they do lose, like they lost those 3 games to the Cubs, I just don't think that they're gonna I don't think that they have the give up mentality of like, oh, throw my hands up, like Craig Counsell.
Counsell after the game,
didn't he just do that when he had to do a challenge? He's like, I'm gonna lose this, but
exactly.
I might as well.
Exactly. Murphy still would have challenged it. Counsell, even though they're gonna lose, Counsell's just like, it's just the image of like, and that's why this take that I shit on, that I want to play if you didn't see it, this show on ESPN Madison, which I've always played nice with ESPN Milwaukee and Madison. But I've decided to burn those bridges prior. If I ever lose this job that I have, it's only podcasting, because I'm unhireable at this point, especially in this state. Listen to this bullshit.
Alex Stroh's take, Ben Brust obsession.
Okay, why do we got to name everybody on the fucking lineup? Just get your take out, Jim.
Fans' obsession with Pat Murphy is all because they're not over Craig Counsell.
And you egregious behavior.
And you should be over Craig Counsell.
So do you think that they're doing the whole like, I really miss my ex, but I'm going to pretend like I really like my current significant other?
I'm going to go unconscious bias in this.
Okay.
I don't think they realize that they are, it's like projection. Like they're mad at Craig Counsell, so then they're going to hype up what they have. To use his analogy, Alex Stroh, about the girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah, you're in love with Alex Stroh. Okay, screw you.
You are honestly like...
Well, I think Bart just closed out of there, so I think I'm just sitting here by myself. So what can I say in the meantime?
Oh, Jesus, I've never done that before.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry to make you host.
I was going to try to host it.
I thought I was closing the browser.
No, you closed the whole shit.
And you were going to keep going.
I was going to keep going. Yeah.
I've always wondered if I would ever do that, and I did.
Well, at least it wasn't on national radio.
Oh, no, that happened the other day, too. Oh, programming note. I'm only going to be here another few minutes. I got to get my kid. But on the audio, if you're listening on the audio, coming up next will be an interview with Ryan Wood, PackersNews.com, that I taped for the podcast to air on my show. But then he couldn't do video because he was having sinuses. So I did it for my show. I'm going to air it on my podcast. But it's Ryan Wood, PackersNews.com, on the audio. So get that wherever you get yours. And then I don't know that I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do like Monday afternoon quarterback shows instead of jump on live post game for Packers.
Hell yeah.
TBD. You were saying, do you want to host? I'll leave.
No. Don't. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Okay. Funny guy. What was I saying? Jesus Christ. I guess my main point is that I know you got to go. So I guess my main point is that a couple losses to the Cubs, I'm not concerned. What the Brewers have done in the last like 50, 60 games is more than enough of a track record for me to not let a few games bring it down. And I know that can happen in the playoffs, but we're probably used to that happening anyway. So if it happens, I mean, God, what's another loss?
If they would have lost today, people would have panicked. Then we all would have said, like, don't panic. But if they would have lost today, that would have been bad. It would have been a bad day. It would have felt bad. People probably still would have overly panicked to it, but I wouldn't have felt good.
No, I mean, I get the not feeling good about it, but
the difference between 5 and 7, Austin, the difference between 5 and 7, it's 2.
Yeah.
And that's a big difference.
I know. 7 minus 5. What grade am I in? Second? Yeah. No, Is that your cutout from the
Yeah.
COVID year?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. They put you in the 400s too.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah. I'm just
My baby.
I can't, for the track record of what they've done for 60 games, I can't let 5 games get in the way of that. I can't let it impede it. And I'm just,
Well, you can't. I mean, you want to.
I'm not going. No. I'm not going to.
I understand. I understand where you're coming from. People are like, "Oh my god," but I get it. Prop comedy's back, baby.
Yeah. When are you going to open packs again?
I don't have any.
All right. Yeah. Well, you got to start bringing the packs back.
I found some 1992 top stadium clubs at the State Fair where I found that Ryan Braun starting lineup, but I opened those all and they were like fake. It was like NFL people I've never heard of.
I don't know what to tell you, but I'm going to let you go pick up your kid. I think we're winding down.
Okay, I got one more prop comedy.
Okay.
I've never done this. I've been waiting to do it for a long time, but I've never had a reason. Got a new host of the show. New host. The motherfucking Brewers, man. What a game. What an absolute treat for the Brewers today. 4-1 the final. What are you looking at?
What? Oh God. I'm glad prop comedy is back. That is ridiculous.
They're Halloween decorations. We put them out on the porch.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you're not one of the people that are using like the blow up dolls. That's such a weak.
We do blow ups.
Oh God. Yeah, you can't get
I
out
love
there.
blow ups.
You can't get out there and hang some lights and build a snowman yourself. You gotta just put it in.
There's like
out there.
There's like neighborhoods where everyone gets a Nutcracker or everyone gets a Santa Claus. I fucking love it. Everyone gets a Grinch.
Shorewood elitists.
That's right.
Just
Fucking
kidding.
right. All right, Austin.
right.
Good to
All
see
right,
you.
man. Love you.
That's Austin. Solo hosting the show. What a guy. All right. Brewers have the Giants coming up this weekend. Going to try to get to one of those. They got the Diamondbacks next week. Going to try to get to one of those. And should be fun. Also, is back next week. The boys going on different vacations. Back in the saddle next week. Thanks for your patience on that. Audio, Ryan Wood next. Video, Sayonara. Check me out on the Infinity Sports Network. I know you always do. Thanks for stopping into the Winklerverse.